Merry Christmas, everybody. Today I kind of wanted to do something special and do a review of a very beloved game that came out over 30 years ago. And 30 years ago, we got to open it up on this very day. Today, we're taking a trip back to 1994 to look at a true classic, Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, developed by Rare and published by Nintendo. A game that not only revived a beloved character from the 80s arcade scene, but also pushed the SNES hardware to its absolute limits. Donkey Kong Country reintroduced Donkey Kong in a brand new light. We're not just jumping over barrels here this time. It's a fully fledged side-scrolling adventure. You play as Donkey Kong and his trusty buddy Diddy Kong on a mission to recover their stolen banana hoard from the evil King K. Rool and his Kremlin army. But you can't forget the help that comes along the way with animal buddies. First off, Rambi the Rhino. You find him in the first level of Jungle Hijinks and other levels like Reptile Rumble and Oil Drum Alley. His abilities can charge through enemies and break walls to reveal secret areas. Espresso the Ostrich, found in levels like Ice Age Alley and Orangutan Gang, runs fast and glides in the air, allowing you to bypass hazards and cross gaps. On Guard the Swordfish, found in underwater levels. His abilities attacks enemies with a sword-like thrust and swims faster than the Kongs. Winky the Frog, found in levels like Winky's Walkway and Milestone Mayhem. Jumps really high, allowing access to hard-to-reach areas and defeating certain enemies easily. And then, last but not least, Squawks the Parrot. His first and only appearance in the game, you can only find him in Torchlight Trouble. His abilities just holds a flashlight and illuminates dark areas, guiding the Kongs through the level. These animal buddies not only add variety to gameplay, but also make the adventures more dynamic and engaging. Each has a unique ability tailored to the challenges of specific levels. The game was a landmark in visuals, sound, and gameplay, setting new standards for what 16-bit consoles could achieve. First, let's talk about the graphics. Rare utilized pre-rendered 3D sprites, which were groundbreaking at the time. It gave the game a beautiful, almost CGI-like quality that made it stand out from other platformers. Jungle stages feel alive, with dynamic backgrounds, weather effects, and even water reflections. For a 16-bit system, Donkey Kong Country looked stunning, and it still holds up today, in my opinion. Now on to the gameplay. This is where Donkey Kong Country truly shines. The game features tight platforming controls, smooth animations, and level designs that feel both creative and challenging. You'll be swinging on vines, ride minecarts at breakneck speeds, and swim through beautifully animated underwater levels. Each level introduces new mechanics or enemies, keeping things fresh. The ability to switch between Donkey and Diddy Kong adds a layer of strategy. Donkey Kong is stronger and can defeat tough enemies, while Diddy Kong is faster and better for precision jumps. Let's not forget the music. Oh man, the music. The soundtrack, composed by David Wise, is phenomenal. From the calming aquatic ambience to the upbeat DK Island swing, every track perfectly complements the mood of the level. The sound effects, like the booming barrel blast and monkey noises, add to the immersive experience. One thing players love about Donkey Kong Country is the challenge. Some levels, like the infamous minecart stages, will test your reflexes and patience, but it's always rewarding to overcome them. Collecting all the Kong letters and uncovering secret bonus rooms adds a lot of replayability for completionists. Not to mention all the hidden barrels around. In the end, Donkey Kong Country isn't just a great platformer, it's a milestone in gaming history. Rare combined cutting-edge visuals, addictive gameplay, and unforgettable music to create a game that still holds a special place in the hearts of gamers. It's no wonder it sold over 9 million copies and become one of the best-selling SNES games of all time. If you haven't played Donkey Kong Country yet, do yourself a favor and grab a copy. It's a must-play for any retro gaming fan. Back in 1994, I could have never imagined how much those tiny sprites on a TV screen would shape my life. I don't actually remember the Christmas morning we unwrapped Donkey Kong Country, but what has stayed with me through all the years is the magic of the game itself. It wasn't just a game, it was an experience. I remember watching my older sister conquer levels like a pro, bickering with my brother over who got to play as Diddy Kong, and being in awe when my aunt, our impromptu babysitter, showed us skills that revealed parts of the game I'd never seen on my own. Some of my fondest memories are tied to DKC, like pausing the game on the water levels, lying there with aquatic ambience playing in the background and dozing off to its soothing melodies. And while some might say it's the weakest of the trilogy, don't worry, I'll be diving into those sequels soon. It was the spark that ignited a love for gaming in me. Looking back, I've been lucky to have had some amazing Christmases, but there's something uniquely special about growing up during the golden era of the Super Nintendo. Being alive to experience the Donkey Kong Country games as they released was a gift in and of itself, and one I'll always treasure. So as I wrap this up, I just want to wish all of y'all a very Merry Christmas. May it be filled with joy, nostalgia, and maybe even a little DKC. And hey, don't forget to stay hydrated. Cheers to making more memories, one pixel at a time.